My first thought was make him throw a strike. You know, so many pitchers can come in and get themselves in trouble right away and walk the first guy, and that's kind of how something got going. But he dumped a curveball in there first pitch, and I was ready to hit and went out.
Final game at Lambert, I mean, how special is it to kind of be a little bit of a hero in this game?
Yeah, well, me and Cameron, we joke around. I told him, I'm going to be the last one to get the last home run on Lambert, and then that happened. He came up to me, he's like, there's no way you called that, but yeah, I got lucky, I guess.
How special was it to get the win here on the final game at Lambert?
It means a lot, especially since they can probably be in our regional. There's talk about it that now that we've seen them and being the last game on Lambert, it's good to go out with a win.
Do you ever remember a pinch hit home run that you've ever had in your career?
No, first one. First one.
Is it tough? I mean, pinch hitting, what's the rhyme or reason going into that at bat? Is it one of the toughest things to do in baseball?
Yeah, I mean, I stayed loose. I probably hit in the cages 3 or 4 times that game. Just I watched for when a lefty's going down to the bullpen. If he's going down there, I'm going to the cages.
You know it was gone, like, right when you hit it?
Yeah. It was a good feeling.
Is that pretty much an everyday thing for you? I mean, throughout a game where you don't start, are you pretty much up and down, getting into cages, just staying loose somehow?
Yeah, I mean, we have 1 through 9 is an incredible lineup, so the fact that I even get a chance to come in and pinch hit is I feel pretty lucky, so I'll just always be ready. So
the job your bullpen did again today, I mean, Raymer started well too, but then Gunter and Nick coming in and shutting down the rest of it.
Yeah, they did. They do it. They keep us in games all the time, so we got to thank them for giving us another chance and then shutting the door at the end.
Definitely. I mean, it's good to win like this. I mean, sometimes, you can't find it for 8 innings, and all it takes is one swing to tie it back up. I mean, that just shows you how deep we are as a team. I mean, you pinch hit for Barrett Serrato, our 5-hole hitter, and with Sean McHugh, it just shows you how much confidence we have in him, and him to come up with that hit is just absolutely incredible.
Those other guys probably, I'm sure they know who Cameron Perkins and Kevin Pluckey and those guys are, but maybe they don't even know who Sean McHugh is. But talk about what that hit did for the team.
I mean, it stole all the momentum from the other team. They thought they had it won already, and then Sean to come up with that hit, he's in a bad spot. I mean, he's our backup catcher. Obviously, when we have Kevin Pluckey, it's hard to get some time in there. But when he does get in there, he does a good job, and usually he gets some midweek time. And to come up with that hit, I mean, I just can't say enough about him. He's actually my roommate, so I was actually pretty proud of him.
How special was it to win here last game at Lambert, and even do it in this dramatic fashion?
Definitely. I mean, you always take any wins how you can get them. I mean, to win like this on the last day of Lambert is incredible. I mean, it's a good team. I mean, 40-win team, you got to tip your hats to them. Their starting pitcher did a great job, and our pitchers did an amazing job too, keeping us in the game the whole time. Raymer, Calvin, and Nick shutting it down, and just giving us a chance to win the game.
Witt talked a little bit about the scene in the dugout. How would you describe it when Sean went deep?
It was incredible. I think a lot of people, Calvin Gunter said it best when they switched pitchers. He said, "Why not us?" I mean, just like UCLA, just like Michigan State, you can't count us out until the game's actually over. And him to come up with that hit, I just felt like, this is our season. It's our time to do something special, and I think that just adds to it.
Is this a big boost going into what could still be a big weekend for you?
Definitely. I mean, last Sunday we lost to Michigan State. Michigan, you don't want to – it's, left a nasty taste in our mouth. But to go into the last week of Big Ten play with the win is always really well.
Talk about what Nick Wittgren's meant for this team this year. I mean, it's been the last 2 years, but, he comes in as a junior college guy. Some of you guys, probably didn't know who he was, and now in 2 years, he's the all-time saves leader and everything. And did it again tonight. Comes in, throws 2 shutout innings, and keeps you guys close.
Definitely. I mean, as a hitter and as a position player, I think if we have the lead after 8 innings, the game's pretty much over. Witt comes in, he shuts it down, he throws strikes, and he's not afraid to throw any pitch at any count. He gets ahead of hitters, he keeps them off balance. He does a tremendous job, and he's done that all year, and he did it again today.
I mean, I knew Coach just said, hey, minimize, just keep us in this game, and I went out there, did what I had to do. First guy, Lucas, he's a great hitter. He got on, I knew, all right, go after the batter, and we'll be okay. So did that, and we ended up, McHugh came in big, and we ended up winning.
How special was it to win this last game here at Lambert Field?
Oh, it was huge. I mean, Coach Stripes has been here like 14 years now, and just go out with a bang like that. I mean, not even just win, but go out with McHugh hitting a home run tied in 9th, and then extra innings, walk-off hit, just something special.
How great was it to have to send the seniors out on their last game with a win like that?
Oh, it's very special. I mean, they've done so much the past 4 years and everything. Finally won a Big Ten championship and stuff, and we really wanted to end this note of their 4 years on a high note here at Lambert. So it was kind of big.
You're the last winning pitcher at Lambert Field, and you're the winning pitcher for the 40th win, which is the first time the program has done that. Is that special to have things like that next to your name?
I didn't even really realize it, but yeah, it kind of is, I guess. First time it's ever happened and everything, and I'll be the last one on here, so that's pretty cool.
Can you describe what the scene was like in the dugout when McHugh hit that home run?
Oh, as soon as it went off the bat, everyone knew it was gone. We started jumping on the field, and Coach had to make sure that we didn't get too far on the field.
Did you guys plan on making it this dramatic?
Oh, Jesus, no. But you know us, we love ninth inning comebacks.
You could probably have scripted it any better. Low-scoring game, and then McHugh's home run with the excitement. But again, the ground ball. I think it was going to be a challenge in any way. But the hop obviously made sure that it was going to be a base hit, and then the two bunts that they couldn't field. Again, that's classic Purdue baseball. And then to win it in that fashion, was really special. And this game I thought was probably more important for the winner. I don't think it hurts and it doesn't hurt Indiana State to come here and lose. I don't think it was going to hurt us to lose this ball game, but I think it helps the winner maybe a little bit more. But it was a good midweek game. That's a good, great team to play, and I'm sure we're going to see them again, later in the year.
Yeah, if you have an update on the regional hosting, what's going on with that, with where it's going to be, or
I still don't have any definitive answer. Obviously, we're looking at Gary, and that's probably the leading candidate. I know there's been a few phone calls made late. I don't know if anything's going to come to those phone calls, but I think it's just making sure we cover all our bases. Gary, is a great ballpark. It needs a little spit shine to it, and we're willing to put in some of that work. The surrounding area is not the best as far as hotels and restaurants and things like that, but so that's a minor concern, I would say. But right now I think it's probably the leading candidate. If we put ourselves in that position, we have to still, I think, get our work done at Iowa and through the Big Ten tournament, and then kind of see where it takes us.
Can you just talk about Lambert Field a little bit, what it's meant to you and the team over all these years?
Well, I know I can speak for myself. It's one of those things. I think that the guys take a lot of pride in it, even though it doesn't have the amenities and things. And I've said this before. So every now and then we can kind of gruff about it, but we don't like anybody else gruffing about it. And Lambert doesn't have the wow factor by any means. It kind of has the factor. And what I meant by that was that it doesn't have any landscaping out. You don't drive up and go, wow. What you do is you walk up and go, really? This is a Big Ten facility? There's no landscaping. There's no entrance. You're really wondering if you're coming through the right gate. Whether you're a player or a fan. But when you get in and you look at the field, you're like, that's not too bad. So. The huff factor doesn't always, help you win in recruiting, but especially nowadays. Again, our guys, I've always made our players work on the field, and I think that because of that, they take some extra pride in it. It is. They've left literally blood, sweat, and tears on this field, and I think anytime you leave a place or close a place down, then it's going to be special.
So all that.
But I just like being here. This is a great place. My yard doesn't quite look this nice, but I spend a lot more time on this field than I do my yard. I don't know if I'm going to dig a scoop of dirt, and put it in a jar to keep it, because I think I probably have enough Lambert Field infield dirt under my nails to last me until I'm gone. So. But it's just fun. It's a fun place. Guys kind of make fun of me because, I really wanted to get out and do more raking and stuff like that even this year. But, dragging the infield is a peaceful, kind of getaway for me. That's why we didn't put turf down in the new field. So maybe I'll have another place to. Yeah. So it's just fun to take care of and see it grow. And I think we did everything we could out here to Lambert to make it as good as possible without building anything permanent and sinking a whole lot of money into it. And I appreciate that from the administration and to let us do that. But it's definitely time, and sad to see it go. little bit today after the game, but it's probably going to even hit me more when you see it bulldozed and whatnot. So I guess I'll just have to hang over there a little bit more and not drive by here too much. So, although my car will probably still keep trying to drive this way. So.